Ding bong. Oh boy. Oof. Whoops. Oh! If I need to fan myself, why not use a fan? That's the good stuff. That loading screen is making me nervous. Oh, is it just... Oh. Nope, I think I might be in Dreamville. Oh, no. I am just in that title screen. Title card, scene card, something something. Chapter 9, Journeys. Unhappy stallholders who have just the worst crick in their neck.
Zoe?
Yes. Oh, look at those goats.
Zoe?
Yes. She is hiding inside one of those goats.
Zoe?
I really think a crow yelling Zoe is probably the quickest way for it to get shot down. Did someone serve that crow a beer? Oh.
Shoo, bird.
Oh, shoo yourself, you big hairy lug.
What in Charles' name? I know you. You arrived with that Stark girl yesterday. You're her bird.
Her bird? I am my own bird, I'll have you know. Her bird. Pfft, the nerve of some people. Besides, I lost her. She done gone vanished on me. I am, it seems, an expert at misplacing beautiful young women.
She's not misplaced. She's with... the Resistance.
The Resistance? So she did find the rebels. And she didn't think to tell me. Well, some friend she turned out to be.
Well, to be fair to the girl, it wasn't entirely... voluntary.
What do you mean? They kidnapped her. Crow to the rescue!
He's gonna pluck some eyes out.
So, where exactly did they kidnap her to?
I'm not supposed to... Well, I reckon the chances of you being an Azadi spy are rather remote. And that poor girl could probably use a friend. Do you know the old Sentinel Library outside the city? That's in ruins
Oh god,
now,
if
but
I get to control the bird,
in the Enclave, you'll find your girl.
I think I might have to make this my favorite game
ever.
ever.
Egg, in which case...
Hold on, Zoe! Hold on to your head! I'm on my way!
Huh. I want Crow to be a playable character and for him to have to make moral choices. You'd think attacking forces would be able to use that to infiltrate.
I trust you got some sleep last night.
Building as well.
I would have, if you guys believed in bed sheets and pillows.
You are fortunate to be alive, girl.
No kidding.
Who are you? Why
But
do you
for
ask
reasons
questions
that
about the Resistance?
You're not aware of.
On the other hand, asking for the rebels is what got me into trouble in the first place. Deny everything? I'll keep it simple. Or maybe it's better to mention the rebels. I'll keep it simple.
Yeah, let's keep it simple for Giraffe Girl.
I'm Zoe. I need your help.
Our help? With what?
I didn't know who else to ask. I need to get to the Purple Mountains.
I don't know where that is.
Seriously?
What about the Ular?
I'm sorry.
Obnaxis? Of the Venar?
No one's heard
I
of the
have
Purple
heard of the
Mountains?
Venar, but they left the Northlands. And of Nexus, maybe a whisper. Long ago, nothing more. I cannot help you.
Well, aren't you 3 different
Is there
kinds
anyone
of
here
useless?
who would know?
Perhaps. But you haven't answered my question, girl. Why should we help you? For all I know, you're an agent of the Azadi.
No, I'm...
Zoe! She's Zoe!
Balance.
Don't you dare touch her head. She's on an important
Why are
mission.
people surprised
I
to see a
see.
talking crow?
And who are you?
Crow, honorary rebel, long-term avian buddy, and occasional sidekick of April Ryan, rebel leader, adventurer, hero, savior of the balance. That's right. Here's Crow. This is him. I'm me.
Sure, we have
So-
machines that manipulate dreams and
Where's April?
magic, and...
She can vouch for Zoe. They're best friends, tight as 2 chicks in a nest.
Oh, that's awkward. It's
I don't
awkward.
see April. Is she out on a mission or sleeping in or...
Oh, yeah, she's sleeping alright. Sleeping with the fishes.
Why are you both looking at me like that?
Oh, it's awkward.
I thought you knew.
It's awkward.
Knew what? What's going on? What?
Oh, it's awkward.
April Ryan is dead, Bird. She was assassinated during an Azadi raid on Myria the winter before last. She died a hero's death and was given a hero's burial. We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Crow!
Well, at least you're already
Okay,
wearing black.
I'm an idiot.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We met a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't.
Clearly.
So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They spoke of you. Bakim, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us.
Yes, all names
Oh,
I
this certainly
recognize
changes
and
things.
remember.
But how did you...
He's gone. Of course he's gone. I should have seen that coming. It's not like he could just let Kian go without... Ugh, he's such a... Oh. Oh. Hey. Your hair. It's so pretty.
Focus,
Thanks.
Emu.
Who's gone, Enu?
What? Oh, Liko. He vanished in the middle of the night, chasing Kian, of course. Idiots, the both of them.
Maybe this is for the best. If Liko can help Kian...
Kian. Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
You know him.
We met once, briefly. He was kind to me. But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected. Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission.
He left last night.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
More emphasis on the E.
Hi.
Zoe.
Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong.
Good
Wanna be friends?
Lord.
Oh, sorry.
Zoe needs our help. She has questions.
Is Inu gonna
Maybe
try and
you
Of
can-
course.
mount
No
Zoe?
problem. Leave this to me, Shepard.
I'm sorry for
Good Lord, she'll
questioning
just
you,
get
Zoe.
with anything with a pulse,
And
won't you,
I'm
Inu?
sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you, Shepard.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They came with the jump. I'm from Stark. That's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the
that's
balance,
what
the
they're
world
called.
of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many
Stark
questions.
and
I don't even know where to
Arcadia,
start.
yeah.
I am seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Yes, sit down. Sit
don't
down in a corner
explode.
facing the wall.
I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No biggie. You are the best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
Really? Okay. Thank you.
So, what do you need help with? Shepard said...
I'm trying to find the Purple Mountains, and a tribe of magical creatures called the Ular. Someone, a Venar named Abnaxus, told me to...
Whoa, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Venar, Abnaxus, right?
You think the Purple Mountains would be something
None of that sounds
fairly
remotely
well-known?
familiar. I
They're
have never
mountains that are
heard
purple,
any of
I
those
guess.
words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much I don't know. But I do know where to look
Now
for
you're a
answers.
simple farm woman.
Oh? Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers. Do you have libraries in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Venar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you. Ugh, sorry.
You know, candlelight dinner, movie, drinking and dancing. Find Crow. Right. So, I've got to help a talking bird through his grief. Of course, isn't he gonna be like... Wait.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check.
Oh, there he is.
That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant.
I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I just can't... I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know. I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it
Did
wouldn't
April
last.
ever go back to Stark?
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will. Were you there when she...
I witnessed the whole thing. Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things.
No.
I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow that? I was there. I saw it happen. I tried to help her, to save her. I know I was supposed to, but I... couldn't.
Not your fault. Bad things happen.
That wasn't
People
exactly
die.
brutal.
Life goes on. Anyway, did I help with, you know, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not
Oh,
a
yeah.
spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good.
Good.
They're not gonna cut your head off?
No.
What?
Well,
No?
maybe not
Good.
intentionally.
Good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago. And I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxus chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind,
Who's that guy?
I need to
What's
be
he
alone
doing
for a little
now?
while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Maybe
Totally understand.
poop on someone's head.
I'll find you in the city.
Okay, let's talk to Thirsty Enu. Enu. Whatever. Is this whole place not called the library?
They add colour to the place, if nothing else.
Well, yeah, literally, that's all they're supposed to do, isn't it? Brighten the place up. You guys seen a, Oh. Never mind.
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to.
They're already in a war.
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot.
Abnaxus, Purple Mountains, Ular, Ula.
When I was 12, I was a lot like
Nope,
her.
nothing,
Awkward
no.
and... Strike that, I'm still a lot like her.
Yeah.
I
Touch
have
it.
to resist
folks,
this
please don't kill
intense
me now.
desire to stroke her yellow fur. I don't think that'd be kosher.
Something
On
tells me she really wants you to.
abscesses. Ooh, nope, that's a different type of ab.
I have to resist this intense desire to
I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck.
Yes, it's a popular
It's really
holiday
frustrating.
destination.
This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. This is where I try to connect and make friends. There must be something here. This is where I try.
You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago?
Books.
Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story.
Wait, what?
You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
I do. I think. We haven't spoken in a while, and he doesn't know. I think we need to have a long talk if I get back home.
Thank you for that
It's been
follow,
a very tough year
Troll Scum.
for the both of us. I
What a
was
name.
asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my
Now, is
memories
that Troll
caught up
Scum or Trolls Cum?
Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
She seems so curious about me, and
Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened
Can I walk
soldier,
around
or
with-
just
No.
batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too...
Her hair is great.
Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did.
Yeah,
Then
she's not going
my
to know
world
what
shut down,
either
and
of those
now
words
I just watch a
mean.
lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
there must be some.
So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely.
Maybe it's because
Anyway,
you're very,
I've been through all the
very,
encyclopedias and
very
travelogues, but
weird.
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be
They didn't
very
look
isolated.
human, no doubt.
Or?
Or someone's trying to hide something.
Dun, dun,
Which would be
dun.
weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jaharva, do I have to do everything in this place?
Well, you
I
are the
didn't
boss.
Spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxus's stone tree. If I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested.
That's
Do your
convenient.
bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Sorry about that. Disregard him. Not important.
He literally just name dropped the
Something
guy
in this
I'm looking
library.
for.
I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep digging until I find something.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Bob with a bucket on his head. No,
Blind
bucket hat Bob.
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed
Wait, why
be
is he
Miss
called Blind
Stripe
Bob?
Britches.
He doesn't look
You're
blind.
the lass what brought me mulled wine
He
back
dresses
when I'd
like
hit
he
rock
is.
bottom in Mercuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing, except for.
Oh,
you
and
know,
that's a character I'm supposed to
those
recognize from
lads,
previous games,
exactly.
I guess.
Oh, I left me life
Damn,
of
my
beggaring
memory.
behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now.
General pain
I'm
in the
making a
ass.
difference.
He was theoretically blind, but
Theoretically
now he can
blind.
see.
What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see.
Actually,
To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like.
yes.
It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob.
You are
Call
a
me
terrible person.
Bob who can see.
General? General?
Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here, so the place don't crumble to
Logic
pieces.
sticks.
Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the ladder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem like work for a general,
I
though,
just
does it?
can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Mercuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation.
How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the
do like
remainder
the
of my days in the
architecture,
gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants, and to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the
He'd been in
Azadi
all
were
the
running
gutters.
magicals out of
He'd named
Mercuria.
each one.
I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I
Which
owed
you
them.
did not deserve.
So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
It's a long...
Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye. Aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry, purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of him. Sorry.
Didn't he just mention Abnaxus? Or was that my imagination?
Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus.
Shouldn't he be calling them
Now,
Tistos,
there's a
then?
name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Well, I'm
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus, Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything. Past, present, and future.
You were like polar
Years
opposites.
later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home. Said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
Had to be better than...
I'm sure he said key.
Had to be better
Where
than
there's a
gutters.
key.
Oh, whatever.
You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the Abode back then. Abnaxus's Abode.
I appreciate
Primitive
that alliteration.
accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
The mysterious house.
The key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key, can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron, worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus-pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's
He's a
done the
mind reader.
lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care.
I will loot
I'd hate to betray that
everything.
trust.
I promise.
Alright, time to go. I want to see what she thinks of
Shepherd,
Shepard's
leader of
countenance.
the rebels. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She scares me a bit.
Okay.
You spoke with the general. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, miss.
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city.
Could I not
may
just
not fully understand your
walk?
role, Zoe.
I walked
But
here,
there's something
didn't I?
about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the great plain stands straight and tall once more.
Okay. Off we pop. Whee! City centre, please.
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
Thanks very much.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around.
You're back! And your head's still on! Did you swim?
Yes.
Swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off. In a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
I need to find the City Green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the City Green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
I know exactly what it is. I have seen before.
I really wish you had wings.
So do I, Crow.
Now be quiet.
I fit right in with the locals.
Sure. Oh, but there's Crow. There's a bit of, oh.
I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations.
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean, reaping's a great time for me. Plenty of customers. Even if those farmers are tight-fisted, they bring their own food into the city.
They ought to do something about that.
How? I mean, farmers bring food into the city. That's what they do. That's, you know, their whole thing.
Yeah, but still.
No, that makes no sense at all. I mean...
Can't have sense here. Oh, does she have something to say
What are
about
those
that?
called again? Old
How's your memory
Wayne.
coming along? Do you remember
Al-Wang.
anything about this
Something
place
like
now?
that. I worked so hard to remember, but
I must admit that
no,
I'm getting rather
not
excited
much.
about seeing their new
It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything.
Oh, God.
With the snow and
Crow's
the
doing
ice and
it.
all.
Next week,
And the
isn't
city
it?
looked different.
They're timing it to
Smaller.
coincide with the feast of
It probably has grown a bit.
Sense. If they want us
But
to
no,
celebrate
I
that-
don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly.
Feels like I don't really remember anything because of choices I've made, because the symbol came up, the balance symbol came up in the top right hand corner.
What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Abnaxus's abode? Great. That's great.
Can you not just wait until they get tired? Trying to break down the
So
magical
this is
barrier
it.
with an axe.
Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
That's his
Apparently
name.
so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently
Three
so.
someone's else.
Huh.
Three someone else's.
That's it. The home of Abnaxus. Now, I just need to find a way inside.
I vote the front door,
This unholy
for which
tree
we have a
knocked down. The
key.
electric will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi. Goddess this and goddess that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, sucking up to their feminine deity. Give me a world without gods and goddesses, a world ruled by humans and true Northlanders. No magicals, no supernatural women folk, no superstitious invaders. A world by and for man, with the woman in her rightful place at home.
Do I get to kick this guy in the crotch?
Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely
I
a
think
tree.
I saw that man in town yesterday, speaking to a small crowd. What's he doing?
Ah, a member of the voting public. Honor Hilaris Esquire at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you, You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man.
You're a
And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes.
I
I'm,
am
of course,
not
running
a
for
common
Commissioner
woman.
of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity.
Why
in
are
other
you
words,
running
it
then?
needs me.
Bug-eyed freak.
He's gunning for a political position with the City Watch. Oh, you're running for City Watch?
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark crisis.
Male?
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female persuasion, has failed to maintain order in the city in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand
Honor's
to
gonna be hard on
non-humans,
magicals.
acting in discord with our foreign benefactors. Oh, it's understandable. She's weak. She's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants. As soon as I'm elected, this will change. We will honor Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again. No more magic, no more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be. Yes,
He's a hell of a lot more like Donald Trump.
It looks like they're trying to
ever
destroy
expected
Abnaxis'
a video game character to be.
Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. He sounded... It's Hilaris, right?
Oh no, Hilaris Esquire, licensed solicitor, and your candidate for Commissioner of City Watch.
You should
It's
have
an unusual name.
intentionally
It's
pronounced
unique,
it wrong.
certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Marcurian society.
It's
My father,
Hilaris,
the
yes.
esteemed Hubert Hilaris Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all.
Hilaris.
Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Dulmari witch. She used her wild sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from his family, away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail,
Silent S.
and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
I take it you're happy with the Azadi occupation?
No, I wouldn't call it an occupation, not anymore.
The guy's got some
The Azadi
stamina.
came to save us from the tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return to Azadir. For believe me, they will. Oh, they've promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. To build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future, and you can't spell future without owner Hilaris.
Pretty sure you can.
It looks like they're trying to destroy Abna. Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Oh, it's not just a tree.
Really
It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere existence. Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's-given responsibility as a human being.
I've had enough. Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse
twat.
for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you. Here's my advice to you. Find yourself
Destiny,
a decent
my
human
fist to
husband
your face.
and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honor is a vote for humanity.
Right, well, how do I get
Is
them
that the best you can do?
to bugger off?
Oh, I'd take the axe myself if I hadn't just moisturised my hands. This, this dry air, well, you understand.
Yeah, I bet you'd do something else if you could moisturize your hands.
If it wasn't for Honor's goons, I would thump that reactionary misogynist on the head. No court would convict me. It would be justified homicide. Honor Hilaris.
What are you
An
doing?
unpleasant man with an unpleasant
Don't force
name.
me to take over and embarrass
He's standing
you
in the
front
way of our
everyone.
mission.
It's
We
a
must
tree,
get rid of him
goddammit, not
without
a necromancer's
murdering anyone,
stone
of course.
fortress.
Well, there's quite clearly a magical barrier. There's quite clearly a magical barrier there. Barry? A magical Barry.
Hello again, young lady.
Can you...
Well, best of luck with everything.
Thought I could tell him to
And to
piss
you,
off.
madam.
Right.
Go on,
Okay.
put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
Thought maybe I could get in the way. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Report into the watch? Oh, maybe Crow's got an idea. Oh, I can sick Crow on him.
Crow, could you fly over there for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
Why?
Jesus, please, Crow.
Fine. Pardon me for wanting to play a role in my own destiny. I'll do it.
Yay, Crow! Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes.
Geronimo!
Filthy magic. Damnation, where did it go? That goddamn talking bird! Magical aberration! If I get my hands on the filthy feathered thing, I'll twist its scrawny little... language. What can I do for you, young madam?
I've had it. Let's play this. About that talking bird that's bothering you.
Yes, what about it?
I just saw it.
Where? Where?
In the hay.
Go look for that goddamn bird over there. Did you see that occult fowl? It's making a mockery of our decent, honest labour.
Let's play. About that talking bird that's bothering you.
Yes, what about it?
I just saw it.
You did? Use your finger, woman. Point!
Maybe I can take him somewhere. Thought perhaps I could direct him somewhere secluded. And then... Oh!
That filthy, chattering fowl must be over there somewhere. Go check. What kind of shoddy job are the Azadi doing when there are still talking birds flapping about? They should provide us with a few of their explosive sticks so that we can take matters into our own hands.
I think what I have to do now...
My skin crawls at the very idea of occult flying creatures within the city walls.
Again? Seriously? Ugh. Fine.
Still, you filthy little fowl.
Bonk.
Soft-headed fool. We'll need to carry him home to have someone look at his head.
Excellent.
The tree can wait until tomorrow. You do the carrying. I'd do it myself, but someone needs to lead the way and keep an eye out for potholes.
That was brilliant! First, I did my thing, and then that goofball tried to hit me with a rock, and then stuff happened, and Dung for Brains got knocked out, and then they all left. End scene. It was almost like one of those puppet shows that Wizard puts on in the square. It was hilarious!
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's the most fun I've had since...
Crow.
I don't know. I guess since I hung out with April all those years ago.
Right, in we go. Hope we can lock the door behind us. Yeah.
This place looks a lot bigger on the inside. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside.
Oh
Then
yeah,
again,
just like you
why should I
can't.
be surprised?
Oh, that's
I've seen weirder
interesting.
things. Weird is my new...
Oh, that.
Cheerio, darling.
Someone's here. Who's... Right, so...
Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
Oh, hey, Rad. Brian Westhouse.
I remember him from my last visit. Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remember nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember...
Is that meant to be a high and a buy?
Well, not
How does she
now.
get into the magical world? She put on one of those dream machines and...
So you're back in Mercuria and in this place of all places.
She was in Arcadia.
How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why.
Like, literally, as soon as she started dreaming,
wait,
she was teleported over her.
Annals of dreaming? Good
Transported
God, that's a
in.
lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
Wait, is he been here? Has he been in here this whole time?
I'm not sure I want to tell this man absolute. Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him. I guess it helped to have a key. I actually didn't know it was supposed to be so difficult to get
Arcadia is a dream or
So
a
there
real
was
world
a
based
key
on the
all
harvested
this
dream.
time.
I'm pretty sure it's a
The door
real
wasn't locked with a spell.
world.
I was right. Where did you...
An acquaintance. Pure luck, I guess.
So
Yeah.
what are you looking for here? The ambassador disappeared more than 10 years ago, as I'm sure you know.
Although I don't know, perhaps it was at one point dreamt up. Although, technically I think the whole universe is someone's dream in this game. The first dreamer.
I
And
should
if they
trust
stop
Brian.
dreaming,
There's no
then
point
blah, blah,
hiding
blah.
anything from him.
If
I'm
they
trying to
stop
find out
dreaming,
where
then blah
Naxos
blah
went
blah.
after
I
he
just
left
blah blah.
Mercuria.
The end of the
And
universe.
you believe the answer's in here
Like I'm
somewhere.
the Doctor or something.
You're probably right. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green.
Oh, I see. He wasn't in here the whole
I
time.
was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree
No.
down.
Honor Hilarious,
Now I know.
not odorous.
Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
Actually, he does sound a bit creepy. Can I lock the door? I don't want to lock the door, you know? So no one else can follow me in here. A note I can't read. Excellent.
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
I wish I could read.
Interesting.
Oh, stick. I need that to beat someone with.
Naxos was a very well-read man. Thing.
Very man thing. Right, let's go upstairs, see if there are any more, because I can't read these notes, can I?
Looks like a handwritten note.
No dirt. Well, it wasn't... He didn't type it up in Microsoft Word, did he?
There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
He leaves a lot of walking sticks around. Oh.
And it was right here under my nose.
No. How the heck was I supposed to grab that? Without locking onto it. That was lucking onto it. Not locking on. Right. So I've got some notes. I wonder if bespectacled gentleman over here can read them.
I was right.
That was kind of ominous, the way he said that.
Mr. Westhouse, Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. Probably. I have a hard time reading him, to be honest.
Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a treasure trove.
I found some notes.
It's another one of Naxos's notes.
Oh, don't tell me I've got to find the right number of notes.
Here's another note.
On the matter of the kin and the approaching war of the balance.
Oh no, I just have to give
By
all
Jove, this is the information we've been looking for. I can't believe it was right here all this time. Your help has been invaluable, Zoe. I'm in your debt.
Can I cash it now?
Obnoxus left so much behind. There's a wealth of information here.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
How about this one?
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read
How are
that
you
book?
today, Rad?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said
we're just going to ignore that piece of paper that fell on the floor.
Of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the
or how about German?
Yete,
try German.
One people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher.
It's all three.
Also something about
always
two dreamers
at the same time.
Becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud
Good Lord.
Peak. It's
Everything's
in the
come up.
mountains of Yedra.
Everything's come up
There's
ridiculous.
on the map.
Weather was nice. Two new girls
there it
looking
is.
for a room in your
Straight
flat.
north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there.
I ate
I've never
food
heard
today.
of the
It was
Ular. They might
perfect.
all be dead. I'm not sure how useful this is to you, but there it is.
Okay, pick that one up.
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages.
Right, let's
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Alright, fine. What about this one?
This note fell out
This
from
one
the
fell
pages
to
of
the
the
floor
annals.
with some
What's a
significance.
soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or
It
the
was a
past,
really good
present, and
schnitzel.
future will cease
Oh, is
to
that
be.
the breaded chicken
That sounds
thing?
ominous.
It does.
Oh, I suppose it
indeed.
doesn't have to be chicken, does it?
I don't know
It's like a
about any
breaded
soul
meat
stone, but
thing,
I'm
isn't it?
Guessing this Clax fellow does.
I'll
I
have to look it
wonder
up.
if Obnoxus
I think we
means
call it
old
something
roper
different over there.
Clax. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of. Sounds like this soul stone is important.
I think we,
How do I go about finding it?
traditionally call
The
them
clues right here in the text. Roper, Clax, wizard, and puppeteer. I'd start
escalopes.
there if I were you.
Escallops. How do you pronounce that? Also, chicken schnitzels. Yeah, I like the word schnitzel. Schnitzel.
Escallop.
Escallop.
The war
Escalope.
of the balance. Finally, something concrete.
Man, you mentioning chicken schnitzels just reminds me of takeaway food that I haven't been able to have in a while.
I can't
Up
wait.
in the north of England, there's a dish called a parmo, P-A-R-M-O, and it's basically a chicken schnitzel topped with
I knew it. I knew it.
Topped with like a creamy sauce and melted cheese. It's it'll knock years off your life, but it's fantastic. It looks just awful though. It looks like someone's vomited cheese on a chicken schnitzel, but it's amazing. It's sort of like if you made a pizza, but instead of the dough base, you decided to use a chicken schnitzel. It's like that. So that they'll often top it with other things like meats and other things. But yeah, it's not really something you can get down south. It's more a Northern England kind of thing.
The War of... If you see anything that looks relevant, let me know. I can probably decipher it for you.
Yeah, the Germans do some great food. Schnitzel, strudel, and all the different sausages.
I can't wait to tell them.
Of course, there's beer. Gotta love beer, right?
Amnaxis was a very well-read man. Thing.
And Oktoberfest, you know, certainly. Gotta love that.
I knew it! I knew it!
Can't see any other... No, I don't have any other notes. Maybe I just need to... Oh, no, wait. No, I already did talk to him again, I think. He had nothing else to say.
I'm sorry, did you want something?
Oh. I think we even have German markets over here around Christmas.
Fascinating.
Certainly have. There's certainly one in Leeds, where my parents live. I don't know if there's one in London. I assume there's one that happens in London actually. German market.
I'll need to write all of this down before I forget it.
London. Oh. Yeah.
The War
Oh yeah.
of the Balance.
He was super awesome.
Finally, something concrete.
Wait, achievement? There's an achievement? I gotta check. View all achievements. Yeah, I was able to load him up with some extra programs. I was able to load him up with like a stealth program and a kung fu program, I think, even though I didn't get to use the kung fu program. Yeah, farewell to shitbot. And then he kind of sacrificed himself to disable a security system.
There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
Okay, I'm not... Well, I mean, there's a load of rolled up stuff. Whoa, okay, what's that? Oh, it's the balance symbol!
I'll need to write all of this down before I forget it.
It's literally on the ceiling. Ah. Fuck off, I want to take a screenshot. Meh. The balance has shifted.
War of the Balance.
Yeah, I took two.
Finally, something concrete.
Is that something carved on his bed? Okay, I'm starting to wonder if there's anything else for me to find in here.
I can't wait to tell them.
Those are some portentous looking
them?
books. I wish I could read them.
What's he talking about? Right, can I? Ah, map.
I'm sure Obnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak.
Ah, I knew it! I knew it!
Maps. Why is what important? Sorry. Oh, that's the that's the symbol you never get to see because my stupid face is always in the way of it. But well, that's the symbol you sometimes see in the center bottom of the screen when I make an important decision. And then it says, the balance has shifted, and that symbol just turns. It's not, like, especially important. I just thought it was kind of neat that he's got it painted on the ceiling. Of course, because my cam is in the way, it always says, like, the balance has shifty. Balance has shifty.
The war
Gonna get
of
shifty
the balance.
in here.
Finally, something concrete.
Oh, I can't map him then. Wanna map him? Map you? Could I? Can I look at the book? No.
I can't wait
I remember
to tell
him,
them.
but only vaguely. It's like he didn't make much of an impression on me the last time. Odd, but then lots of things from my last visit here are vague and odd.
Are you still searching? I'm sure Obnaxus left notes all over the place.
Well, I'll be honest, no. Unless there's a hidden note, which... a note hidden in the cracks of something, I don't know.
Ah, I knew it! I knew it!
Obnaxus was a very well-read man, thing.
Oh, when you're ready, head back into town to find Roper Clax. Who?
I think I have what I need. I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
I'm gonna lock you in.
This is... it's private property, isn't it?
Obnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
I'm gonna lock you in. Huh. 65%.
It doesn't look like Brian's going to do any damage to
said no.
those. He's respectful and curious.
I guess... okay. I mean, it's not my house.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Castillo. I hope our paths cross again very soon.
I don't know. Actually, I immediately regret my decision, but I'm gonna live with it. Because, fuck it, I've made a bunch of decisions I've regretted.
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
My playthrough, so what's one more to the
did.
pile?
You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
You'll show me. That's nice. Find the Fingerlings. Sounds like a child thief guild. Thieves Guild. Hello. The regular human woman.
Feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see
Ah, here we are. Here we are. The Fingerlings.
I feel better having Crow around. even though I'm not sure what he can do.
You can fly
Still,
and
a useless
talk.
sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
How are you doing?
Roper Clax, I presume. He looks wizardly, as in how I expected wizards to look when I was 10.
If you seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today. Only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk?
I don't exactly have money.
Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like you.
Oh dear.
It's an odd name for a show. The Fingerlings.
Ah, my beloved finger puppets, beloved by all children and critics alike.
Yes, I'm a master of
the Daily Mercurian called my show simply astonishing and wrote that it was quite impossible to look away. I couldn't believe my eyes and like a slow-motion cart wreck. You see, the Fingerlings represent a revolution in finger puppeteering, or as I call it, fingering, trademark and patent pending. The women in particular are quite ecstatic about it. Stay for the show. I guarantee a good time.
This has to be the right man. You are Roper Clax, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you? I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways.
I'm sure there's a copy in the library.
It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
Didn't he and April have some sort of confrontation? Do you remember April Ryan?
April Ryan? Oh, yes, of course, absolutely, certainly.
Okay, perhaps I shouldn't have brought her up.
The brave young woman who came to my castle and stole it, and helped me put my sorceress past behind me.
How could I possibly forget?
Oh, goodness.
He's obviously got some issues with April. I'd be curious to learn more. So, about April.
Why does everyone want to talk about April Ryan? She was just a weak little human who stumbled onto things she didn't...
No, I must apologize. You see, April and I had some disagreements.
He's got a Smeagol Gollum thing going on here.
I'm past that now. I'm a different
He hates
person.
April.
As for April Ryan,
I hear she suffered an ignoble death at the hands of our Azadi benefactors. What a shame.
What a terrible, terrible shame.
We hate her so much.
Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be?
That was a long time ago. In another
the city of
I've moved on. I'm a different person now.
In the country of
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that
bitch. Balance? Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
Yaga, the wicked witch of the north, as these simpletons call her. As if they have any idea who and what she truly is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like a...
Like I said that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theater. And on that note, I must beg your pardon, young miss. The show is about to begin.
Oh, should we watch the show?
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely. After the show. Yes. Toodaloo.
Yes, speak you soon, Ian.
Yes, here we go.
People seem genuinely excited.
This is gonna be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and...
Other humans.
Well, humans. And you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch. Just don't rattle your sabers or rustle your suits. Welcome to this morning's performance of... The Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Roper Clax, esteemed thespian and raconteur, author and entrepreneur. My book is available for purchase with a free personalized dedication. Speak to me after the show.
Hey,
a donation is both appreciated and expected. Drop your coins into the box
appreciated
after the show. Remember
that
every iron piece goes towards a good purpose.
Hookers and beer.
My beloved Fingerlings. Handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors from across Arcadia, immortalized in finger puppet form by skilled artisans. Using only the finest fabrics and natural materials, these lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human players. You're all welcome to approach the stage after the show, of course, to admire my finely crafted miniatures up close and intimately. No food, no touching, no children. And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery, for a true story of wizardry and magic.
He's about to get taken away, isn't he?
I present to you the tale of the good-hearted wizard and the villainous winch. Once upon a time, in the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a wonderful flying castle. This very friendly wizard liked to tease and toy with the people of the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he
bottle
meant
up the
no
wind.
harm,
He
and the
farted
people
into
of the
jars,
land
is what he said.
loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard. This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent wandering god arrived to free him from his prison. The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult finger rings.
What's this? What are you doing? What's going on? You can't... Hey! Hey, hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought to know better.
Oh yeah,
Release
because
me,
magic
you dishonorable
totally doesn't
brute.
exist.
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary, and in accordance with provisional imperial law prohibiting any and all teachings of occult magic, I'm taking you into custody.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings!
Won't someone please think of the fingerlings?
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
Well, of course they arrested him. I needed to ask him more questions.
I didn't see that coming.
Well,
I guess the
neither did
Azadi
he.
aren't fans of creepy puppet shows either.
What
I
happened
think
with
it
the
had
card?
more to do with him being a wizard.
What happened to the card?
Okay, shit. So what now? He was my only lead to the Soul Stone. All I have to go on is something about a Yaga and Riverwood.
Riverwood? I know Riverwood. I've been to Riverwood.
It's the wood by
if
the
it's
river.
Riverwood you need, I know how to get
Or
to
the
Riverwood.
river by the wood.
Really? And the Yaga? The Wicker Witch?
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches in Riverwood. On my last trip there, we had a close encounter with one of them. That witch is toast, of course,
yes.
but I can probably find my way back to Riverwood.
I wonder if it's
north.
possible.
We go north. Wait, which way is up? Yeah, north.
Up is up.
Okay. Okay. That's something, right? Much better than nothing.
Oh, yes.
We
Outs
just
better
need a
than
way
out.
to get north that doesn't involve me walking all the way.
Or me flying. I'm not flying all that way. I tire easily. Wait. I feel a cunning plan
Are we going to
coming
steal
on.
this card?
Follow me, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan, or I need the toilet. But I'm pretty sure it's a cunning plan.
Could be both.
I still can't believe you pulled off the voice and the whole fake hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Mercuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
If everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me. Mush, Daisy! Mush!
Whoa, whoa, I think you're upsetting her.
I'll leave the cowgirling to you. I'll fly ahead and scout the terrain instead. Don't lose sight of me!
I guess it's a bit wide to ride at anything other than side saddle.
How much longer will this journey take? Must be nearly a week now.
Bloody hell.
It's been less than 2 days.
Oh.
And I'm beginning to regret bringing you along.
I'm stuck in the cargo hold of a cloud ship with your worst enemy. How could you possibly have any regrets?
And people say you have no sense of humor. If there was ever a time to make peace with Liko, this is likely it. We're on a mission. This is neither the time nor place to make peace with Liko. We already... If there was ever a time to make peace with Liko, this is likely
I
it.
feel like he might take
Maybe
the
there's still a
apology the wrong
chance to
way.
We're on a mission.
Or
This
he
is
might
neither the
take me
time
not
nor place to make
apologising
peace with Liko.
as an affront.
We already fight side by side.
Oh,
That's our bond. If there was
At
ever
least
a
if
time
I
to make peace with
apologise
Liko,
and he
this is likely it.
throws it in my face,
Maybe there's still a chance
she's
to create
the
a bond
arsehole.
between us. I'm sorry about your father. I know that may not amount to much now, but I was a different person then. I was blind to the possibility that there could be more than one truth. There's been so much death on the road to this place. I murdered an innocent man during my escape from Friar's Keep. He begged me to, but I still don't know if I did the right thing. When I visited his widow, she only had hate for me. She couldn't understand my reasons for doing what I did. I watched Balse Bakim bleed to death so that I could make my escape through a blood magic portal. I still wonder if his sacrifice was worth it. Have I repaid that debt? Shepard believes so. But many thought him a better man than I, so why did he have to die? What did I gain from these actions? What did it change? What would have been different had I acted differently? All of these choices, Liko, they add up. My soul is heavy. The others believe me unaffected because I carry on as if nothing happened.
Also, I'm quite strong,
Their faces
so a heavy soul is
and voices
nothing
are there
for me.
when I close my eyes. Those deaths never leave me. No words can undo these deeds. There are no excuses for the wrongs I've committed. But I am trying to heal the wounds I've inflicted. It's a long journey, Liko. And
I know. When you arrived from Friar's Keep, I wanted you dead.
They're bonding!
Really? I couldn't tell.
And people say you have no sense of humor.
They do?
We've been through much since then.
I like that.
I know you.
They do?
A little. You've taken up arms against your own people, risking shame, death, and your immortal soul. Because you believe they're misguided. It cannot be easy being hated and feared by both sides. I may still despise you because you murdered my father. I may still dislike you because you're an arrogant and intolerant shit. But I respect you, Keon. And I trust you.
Kiss him.
That trust goes both ways, Liko.
Kiss him.
Well,
God damn
I'm
it.
taking a nap. This half of the hold is mine. Stick to your side, or I may stab you in my sleep.
Don't worry. I've no intention of cuddling up next to you.
Keon, are you awake?
I wasn't. This has now changed.
Did I ever tell you how my society views people like us?
I don't believe so.
The Dole Antiqua consider themselves tolerant and inclusive in all matters. And yet I've always had to hide who I am from my family and friends. If they knew the truth, I'd be ostracized. Tolerance, it seems, has its limits. But in the Resistance, no one cares. This thing we share, it doesn't change how they feel about us. It's strange. Strange, but liberating.
With the Resistance, you are who and what you decide to be. Regardless of color and creed, gender and religion, and... I thought you loved April Ryan.
I did. I do, but... not like that. She was someone I cared deeply about and always will. But I could never have shared my life with her. I still miss her every day. She gave me strength.
Nah, I'm going back to sleep. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
A day of sitting in the dark, bickering about who passed gas?
Like I said, a long day.
I'm really glad I brought him along.